Now to Mattheos with some information on Homer and the poem of the day.
This is Mattheos here to bring you the poem of the day. Today's poet is Posidippus. Originally we thought all of his poems were about drinking and love, but it turns out he has written over 100 poems on topics including current events, gemstones, and bird divinations. Now here's the poem of the day. Life a bane. What course of life should wretched mortals take? In court hard question, large contention make. Care dwells in houses, labor on the field. Tumultuous seas a frightening danger yield. In foreign lands thou never canst be blessed. If rich, thou art in fear, if poor, distressed. In wedlock frequent, discontention swell. Unmarried persons as in deserts dwell. How many troubles are with children born, yet he that wants them count himself forlorn. Young men are wanton and of wisdom void. Gray hairs are cold, unfit to be employed. Who would not one of these two offers choose? Not to be born or breathe with speed to lose. Speaking of speed, Homer is still working on his epic, the Iliad. We have no estimate on its completion date. Now to my ream with an important update on the southern cities.
Thank you, Mattheos. In the southern city-state, some interesting weather has happened there. In Sparta, as you know, is hot and dry. Rain has finally come down in its strength for the next 3 days. In Pylos, which is dry grassland, has been hot about 101 degrees, and now a fire has started. With the wind now at 90 pods per second, sparks are flying everywhere, and the city and farmland are burning in seconds. Our best firefighters are out there trying to evacuate the place and put out the fire as quick as possible. Now today we have a special guest. It's Agathon, a firefighter. So Agathon, what do you think of the fire?
The fire is big and everyone should evacuate as quickly as they can.
Did you hear that, Grease? If you live near Pylos, evacuate now.
Yes.
How long do you think it could take to put out the fire?
Whenever the wind gets above 50 pods, it gets difficult and could take a long time.
How about the firefighters? Are they okay?
A bunch of them are getting hurt or burnt by the fire, including myself.
Are you okay?
Yeah, it hurts, but now it's fine.
Good. Well, it's time to wrap it up. Do you have any last words?
Be safe, Grease.
Thank you, Agathon, for coming down here.
Oops, forgot my watering can.
Now to Aspire with Daily Life.
Thank you, Myrene. All you people out there caring about clothes and trying to save some money, now is the time to listen. The clothes that most of us are wearing right now is made out of wool. Wool is first soaked in hot water to rinse off some of the grease. If you're rich, you can dye the wool. For brown, use oak bark. For pink, use roots of the herb madder. For yellow, use stalks of weld. And for blue, dried wood leaves will work. If you don't have wool, then just use flax. First, gather them up and remove the seeds. Then, you soak them in water and beat them to soften up the fibers. The finer fibers you see can be used for underclothing or tunics. The rougher ones can be used for bags or aprons. Next, footwear. You can either buy it or you can make it for the do-it-yourself person. First, you need to skin the animal for leather. Then, take the hide and soak it in a water and pea or pigeon poop mixture to remove the outer layer of hair and glands. After that, scrape the leather until there's only rawhide left. After that, put oils on the rawhide to soften it up and soak it in water and oak bark for weeks to waterproof the leather. Then you cut it and form it into sandals. And that's how you save some money on clothing and footwear. On to food. The most popular food product is olives. Olives are good to grow out of our rocky soil. Our best drink is wine. But besides that, it is water. As we all know, drinking milk is barbaric and milk should only be used in cheese production. Our main food is fish. We can eat beef, but it's very expensive. The best times to get that type of expensive food is in a religious festival, and while we're at it, sacrifice the animals to the gods. If you're looking for a job, these are your best options. The most common job for poor families is farming. Farming can be done at home, and you can grow your own fresh food or raise animals to eat or sell to people. For those people who like to fight, they can be a warrior, which is a high-risk reward job. People who like to write about things or be political can be a scribe, magistrate, bard, or even a historian. There are plenty of jobs out there for women too. Women can make food, dance, make medicine, help with housework, play the lyre for entertainment, or even make clothes for people. See, there are all types of jobs. You can just pick the one that worked for you best. And now, a word from our sponsors.